Beneath me, sustaining all life. Air around me, inspiring all life. Fire above me, infusing all life. Water within me, soothing all life. Bring deep peace to this sacred...
You have no right to be here. Do you really think you can cleanse the great Cromlech with your filthy soul? Pathetic.
Who do you think you are? My soul will do just fine, arrogant wretch.
You'd know a thing or two about arrogance, wouldn't you, Dressed? I see you haven't changed one bit.
Knowing my name doesn't give you any right to claim familiarity with me.
Oh, I know more than just your name. After all, you once called me your little sprout. I was only a child when you left, but I remember you well. I remember the pain and sadness you caused. I even tried writing to you, begging you to come back, hoping it would make everything better. How stupid I was.
Iona? Is it really you? The gods. What have you done to yourself?
Me? What have I done to myself? No, this is all your fault. And you shouldn't put any faith in this one, unless you want to be stabbed in the back. It's just what he does. He ruins things. My life, my mother's life, for whom we're all just a means to an end. How on earth did you, of all people, escape the Child Conclave? Why did it have to be you, you worthless traitor?
No matter what you think of me, I will not apologize for surviving.
You bloody well should. He killed my mother. He used her, stole her knowledge, and then made her into a showpiece for him and his druid friends to gossip about. And as if that weren't enough, he brought the Red Priests to our home.
That's nonsense. I would never.
Nonsense? And how do you think they found us? The druids wanted nothing to do with my mother until you came along. She was a Bandrui, one of the few women in history who completed the druidic rite of passage. But instead of being celebrated, she was vilified. The other druids detested her for merely existing. She led a very lonely life, until Drast came along. He was the first one to approach her as a fellow druid, curious about her achievements. Except that was also a damn lie.
It wasn't. I swear it wasn't. I just wanted to meet her.
Shut up! Stop lying! I wanted to be like my mother. To stop feeling so helpless. But I failed the ritual. I was too angry, too desperate, and too focused on getting revenge on my so-called stepfather. It quickly overwhelmed me. I ended up like this.
Foolish girl. Your mother was exceptional. Just because you're her daughter doesn't mean you could succeed.
If only you were there so I could ask you. But you weren't, because you left us. What difference does it make? My mother was special, and he was a nobody. The bastard pretended to love her, and then just left, discarded us both like we meant nothing. Mother was heartbroken, Even more so when she found out that her beloved made a name for himself at her expense. When the Red Priests came, she didn't even put up a fight. Sadly, it does. But there's a different way to do it. I managed to salvage some of my mother's work about the rite of passage. She believed that a failed ritual could be completed with a human sacrifice. A life for a life.
Don't do this, Iona. It will ruin you. Please, you can't let her. There must be something else that can be done.
Oh, you care now. Pathetic. You can stop pretending, Dressed. We both know it's not me you're worried about. Fine. Then I'll do it myself. I need these stones drenched with blood. His or yours, it makes no difference.
Despite everything Iona told you, you still stood by me. Why? A dryad. A phenomenon that occurs when a female candidate doesn't complete the rite of passage. As you saw, they are extremely powerful. Yet, they are cursed to remain more or less tied to the site of the ritual. I can't help but wonder if the solution Iona discovered would have worked as she claimed. It's not ideal, obviously, but it would still have been a breakthrough. Most of it, yes. I am not proud of what I've done, but I never thought the consequences would be so dire. Sorsha, Iona's mother, was a marvel. True rarity in our lifetime. Female druids are a fascinating subject. Yet in most druidic circles, they were treated like nature's mistakes instead of our rightful sisters. I wanted to be different. I wanted to approach her like an equal, and maybe understand how she'd managed to become one of us. Sorsha was happy to finally meet a fellow druid who didn't look at her with disgust. She had accumulated a vast amount of knowledge, and she shared it with me. Delighted to have someone to discuss things with. We grew close, became lovers. I even tried to be something of a father figure for Iona, although I always felt like she never fully trusted me. Clever girl, my little sprout. Because I realized I was growing complacent. A family, a house, a wee garden. That wasn't what I was meant for. I was supposed to be pursuing knowledge and proving to everyone how wrong they were about everything. But I couldn't face Sorsha and admit to it all. So I just left. As for what happened afterwards, I just wanted to share my discoveries with the others. But somehow it made Sorsha even less of a person in their eyes. No, I didn't. After the charred conclave, the world became a terrifying place. All I cared about was my own survival. I didn't even spare a thought for Sorsha and Iona. But did it have to end like... I'm sorry, but... if you don't mind... I'd like to be left alone now.
I figured it out! I figured it out! The mistletoe! Oh, how could I have been so blind this whole time? It's obvious. They weren't laughing at me, do you see? They were telling me to embrace the part that I play in the world. The part that we all play in the world. Listen, mistletoe was their sacred plant, right? We know it's a parasite, and in extreme situations, can even kill the tree on which it grows. Why would you worship a parasite? I finally got it. They realized that if everything goes well, it has minimal effect on the tree. Sometimes it's even able to give something back. Even better, it's evergreen, so birds can feed off it in winter. And even though it's poisonous to humans, druids were able to make medicine out of its fruits. Do you see? It's so obvious that it's no wonder the answer eluded us all. It's not about the mystical arts, the scrolls, or the rituals. That's all smoke and mirrors. It's about observing nature and drawing the right conclusions. Mistletoe feeds off the tree, but it doesn't just take, it gives back. Just like we always take from something. The trick is to give back more than we take. That's meant to be... It really isn't, though. I've been obsessed with their power and their rituals. I thought there was some forbidden knowledge that could make me more. But it turned out it's not about gathering knowledge and power just for the sake of it. It's about understanding our place in the world as parasites, but useful ones. There's no more knowledge to gain. The trick is, we need to learn to see it. There goes another chance to join the guild. I really thought that scroll would be my way in. Instead, it just caused a mess I couldn't even clean up myself. Anyway, what happened back there? Oh, now that's just fantastic. Another discovery slipped right through my fingers. I guess I'm doomed to stay here, curing hangovers for the rest of my day. Maybe I'll finally be able to unwind it. And there's still the mistletoe. I think it has a meaning, and I might be getting close. The Alchemists Guild, of course. Though it's more of a secret society than an actual guild. And I probably shouldn't be telling you that. But who cares? Taranis is probably right. I'm just not cut out for it. They'll never recruit me, so why bother trying? Apparently I don't challenge myself enough. And maybe they're not wrong. The thing is, the keep isn't always like this. We're not trapped inside these walls all the time. Yes, you have to sacrifice things like having a family. But the other limitations, we create those ourselves. Just look at Marg, our hunter. Even now, he comes and goes as he pleases. What I'm trying to say is that maybe I should accept the truth. I prefer staying inside these walls. I wish I could be more, but I also need to feel safe. Now that's... all right, fine. That's not entirely unfounded, but still, it's a bit rude. I've been in contact with the guild since my time in Camelot. They promised me that if someone ever came to the south, they'd reach out. Taranis showed up with the Dalriata, and I managed to meet him just before the captain ordered the lockdown. Let's just say he wasn't exactly impressed with anything I had to show. No, of course not. Well, technically, look, it's not that simple. The guild operates beyond the petty divisions on Avalon. It doesn't matter if you're Dalriata or Camelotian. We, I mean they, are united by one goal, the understanding and betterment of life itself. That's kind of you to say, but honestly, he was right. I do love experimenting with potions, but everything I make is so mundane. Useful, sure, but it lacks that certain spark. With the rest of the Dalriata, I'm not sure. He did mention coming here to hunt some creature, but I was too busy wallowing in self-pity to listen properly.
Not bad. Listen. Size-wise, how else? Good. Now pay attention, because I won't say this twice. You're going to get us some pumpkin seeds. I don't know. Find a farm. Ask some farmers. Do you need everything spelled out for you?
Just fine.
Ah, it's you! Some old man came to the Cape carrying the head of a dreadful bandit leader. All because he wanted to join his wife here in the Horns. Can you believe that? And here I thought that kind of love only existed in songs. I know. The gate's standing proud again. And that monument! Well, it actually looks like something worth remembering now. Folks around here might not say much, but they'll notice. A place that looks cared for makes people care more in return. Good work. If I had a medal to give, I'd pin it on you myself. Maybe Fergus will even crack a smile. Or at least grunt in approval. That's about as good as praise gets from him. Either way, you've done well. If something else comes up, I'll let you know. Ah, it's you. No. See you around.
Watch where you're going. I wonder if, once they finish this one...
Just
Bloody seagulls! Can you hear me? You are keep by the sea. I'm fixated. Me! Oh, you didn't see what they did to me a week ago. I was just standing watch as usual, and then, suddenly, splat. A dozen of them flying overhead, screeching, shitting and whatnot. So, I yelled what I think about them, shaking my fist. And then another 4, splat! And they kept screeching. I tell you, they're laughing at me. I spent all night cleaning my armor. Sewell didn't think it through when he decided where to put the keep, mark my words. Sure, if you haven't noticed yet, everything here tries to destroy you, including the bloody seagulls. I once managed to shoot a few. I thought they'd learned their lesson and wouldn't be flying over here anymore. And guess what they did? They kept shitting. With increased force. Like they're planning it. Vengeful scoundrels. I need to try a different strategy. Find something that will make them feel like the way crows are afraid of scarecrows in fields. I'm sure... Come on, have mercy. I'd have dealt with the damn creatures myself, but I don't have the time. They're not even good for anything. Less meat than a squirrel, and what's there is dry as a pilgrim's foot. I'm not asking a lot. I just need something to scare them off. A fee? I'm not asking you to hunt down a monstrosity from Grubwood or the Sunken Village. Ah, whatever. As you wish. You'll get your fee. You must think yourself, I just need you to bring me some kind of a bird scarer. They'll learn their lesson and keep away. I don't know. I'm not sure if there's anyone crazy. There is one guy in the museum. Just another peaceful moment. From a financial standpoint.
I have to admit that local fauna is not one of my main areas of interest, but I do know the answer to this question, as it is rooted in the history of the Horns. It used to be the case that a significant part of the daily catch was gobbled up by our troublesome coastal neighbors. So the keepers of that time found a very peculiar way to deal with the problem. Some of them, called the seagullers, scared off the coastal birds using specially constructed masks. They made them from feathers and pieces of tanned pigskin sewn together. The reason the gulls avoided these masks is unclear, but perhaps their peculiar shape reminded them of a natural predator?
just stay... There you are, finally. A mask? Eh? Ah, whatever, sod it. Now they'll get what's coming to them, damn rascals. You can go now. You're right. Here. But don't think, even for a moment, that the struggle is over. We need more, much more, to finally rid ourselves of those blasted birds. Or are you ready for the next step? That's the spirit! In a war like this, every ally counts. Look, I've got the perfect seagull trap design right here. You just need to make a few. We need to... Never! As long as I live and can do... Go on then, and fight again! should stay out of trouble. Just another peaceful moment. just stay put. Everything will be just fine. Attention, the better. And how did my traps work? Quite the technological marvel. That's what I like to hear. You are an invaluable first officer. But our work isn't done yet. We need to solve the seagull problem on Avalon. You'll search for their nests and destroy them without mercy. Burn the nests. Serious times call for serious... I see no... The nests will keep coming back, but only consistent go. Didn't expect to see you.
Let me guess. He's trying to rope you into his campaign against Avalonian seagulls. It's a well-known story. All the Keepers know of Gwylan's obsession, but it's less amusing than it sounds. You see, Gwylan is from a coastal village. His father, a fisherman, worked hard to feed his family. He instilled a deep hatred of seagulls in Gwylan, claiming they were our greatest enemy. He taught his son how to kill them effectively, and insisted they were agents of the Forge Dweller. Essentially, yes, but he wasn't always like this. When he joined, he just didn't like seagulls and avoided them. I gave him simple jobs away from the walls, and everyone was happy. Until one day, he asked to serve on the walls. I agreed because I thought he'd simply got used to the birds. I had no idea I would be contributing to feeding his obsession. I spoke to him. Between his rants, I heard a confession I didn't expect. When Gwylan was only 7 years old, he saw a flock of seagulls attack his father and pluck his eyes out. Is it true? Or the ramblings of a madman? It's not for me to decide. Don't get me wrong, Gwylan is harmless, and he's a good soldier. But he can't be helped. Yes, it's crossed my mind. It's about time we gave the poor man some work away from those blasted seagulls. I'm thinking of keeping him busy around the keep, indoors, where it's quieter.
Dewey. Funny, I was just thinking how people keep showing up uninvited. Watching, asking questions. Or maybe that's just a coincidence, right? What, are you here to diagnose me now? Maybe I just don't like people sneaking up on me. I know I'm always being watched. I know there are forces in Avalon, unseen, waiting for the right moment. The fools don't see it, but I always have. And now, they're closer than you think. Wait, what? Who told you that? Even if they did approach me, it's none of your business. I can take care of myself, thank you very much. So, it's not just me. You've seen them too. Yes, you're right. The children of Morrigan did approach me. And that got me thinking. I've always known we weren't the ones pulling the strings. I used to fear that. People called me paranoid. But now, knowing they exist. The jokes and the doubters. I was right all along. We are ruled from the shadows. So the only logical thing to do is join them. And since I just confided in you, you do realize I can't just let you leave, right?
Then it's done. I'd say we made the right choice getting rid of him. If he was innocent, the world lost a paranoid fool. If he wasn't, then you severed one of the children's threads before they could weave it into something worse. Right call or not, not that I know of, but I wouldn't be surprised if one day we hear of another. Crows are like weird beasts. Cut off one head, and 3 more. You've got a taste for it now, haven't you? As it happens, I've gathered some intel on a wannabe crow not far from here. A certain band of outlaws has an ambitious leader. The children of Mor. If he rises, he'll be their weapon. So, we take him out before he earns his place. There's an old Camelosian watchtower, abandoned long ago. They take them out before their leader earns...
Did you hear something?
goes then. Pain is the price of power. I will pay it gladly. Your road ends here. You'll regret this. Your gold belongs to us now.
Another blade snot before it could be sharpened. Very good. The children of Morrigan lost a pawn today, and with him, a dozen more who would have spilled blood in their name. You've done Avalon a great service. Don't joke about this. It's not mindless killing. It's a cause. I lost everything I held dear to the children of Morrigan. No amount of blood spilled will heal those wounds. I know that. But justice for my family must be served. So, yes, I'm committed. Just as you are. Never doubt that. Quanart. There's a prison guard there named Flaun. He wears the colors of the city guard, keeps his head down, does his job. Harmless, right? That's what they want you to think. It's not uncommon for a crow to hide in plain sight, disguised as an ordinary man. A quiet hand, pulling strings when no one's looking. I need you to find out if he's one of them. If he is, we do what must be done. No, he won't. But the children of Morrigan have their ways. Quiet words, hidden signs. Listen carefully. They have a saying. May Morrigan's wings shield you from enemy eyes. It's not something outsiders would know. Say it to him. If he's one of them, you'll see it in his face before he even speaks. And then, well, you'll know what to do. Just as it should be. Go to Connaught. Find Flaun. Test him. If he answers in kind, don't hesitate. If he's a crow after it's done, meet me in the abandoned village on the plains near Connaught. We'll go from there.
I don't know how to think. Praise thanks to you. Groder will soon.
If nothing happens by nightfall, I'm starting a brawl. I heard Therov actually made something useful. Knew it. This is why I shouldn't trust the advice of outsiders. Especially what's done is done. Maybe it's for the best. We don't just go. Head to the temple if you still want to. I need to figure out what to tell One Eye. Idle hands make dull warriors.
need to make a plan. Camelot will soon figure out something's not right.
Don't fret. To the Dolriada, honor matters more than life itself. We gave you our word.
But do you realize that taking this temple was a terrible idea, right? It's just gonna speed up Camelot's intervention.
Taking the temple was inevitable.
Why? What do you mean? Are you trying to provoke Camelot into invading? Or are you just not like the Old Mother?
We believe in the same goddess, but we call her Mirror.
Well, that doesn't answer my question. What do you want? You don't look like you're from the tribes. How did you even get here?
Whoever he is, I cannot say he lacks courage. We don't usually take visitors, so he must have found a way to get here. Well, that seems to be a matter for the Horns of the South. I do not need to be involved. I trust you to know what should be shared, and what's best kept to yourself.
I don't know what kind of madness brought you here, flashing that pin, but my friend's right. You've got courage. So, tell me, who are you, and what do you need from me? Conspiring? Don't be absurd. That's such a poor word for something so beneficial. I don't see, however, why I need to explain myself to a stranger. And not a very sharp one at that. If you're wondering why the commander of the largest garrison in the south would want to make a deal with the most powerful military force since the Age of Legends. Ha! Good luck with that. Only King Arthur can wield Excalibur. Every fool on Avalon knows that. Caradoc. Well, that changes things. I had a feeling that pin you're waving around was his. Fine, yes. Every new captain gets a set of secrets passed down from his predecessor. And yes, one of those secrets is how to touch Excalibur and survive. But nothing in life is free, you know that. Do something for me, and I might consider sharing our greatest secret with you. Galahad the Pure is breathing down my neck, and I hate it when someone's breathing down my neck. Even worse, One Eye's men say he's already set up camp at our old stronghold in the west. Well, in theory, the Horns of the South should be on an equal footing with the Round Table, but that's just theory. In reality, they treat us like we're beneath them. They demand we supply them with food and protect the South, and all we get in return are threats that Galahad will be sent to put us in our place. I met him once, you know. He's no knight. He's a butcher. Bloody windfucker will fly from Camelot to the Horns just to hang half the garrison for whatever he himself will perceive as disobedience or treason. And I can assure you, there won't be any investigating when he arrives. Oh, he's got a lot on his conscience. He leaves a trail of fire and ruins everywhere he goes. He keeps preaching that fire purifies all. Galahad doesn't bother with politics, because he doesn't have to. But from what I've heard, even Camelot's getting tired of him. Sometimes you've got to talk to people. No need to chase after them with a torch. You'll see soon enough how fanatical he is. Galahad's the last thing the Horns of the South need right now. Don't tell me you're that naive. Do you know how he earned the title The Pure? It's because he somehow got it into his thick skull that evil is everywhere, and the best way to deal with it is to burn it all away. So he goes round setting everything on fire. Sure, it's pure after that, because there's nothing left. Well, except for the charred corpses, but nobody in Camelot seems to care about those. My arse is purer than this guy, even after I take a huge dump. Galahad needs to die, obviously. That'll solve most of our problems. We'll just say he had an unfortunate accident, you know, fell on a pitchfork or something, and sweep it under the rug. By then, we can continue our talks with the tribes, and by the time anyone from Camelot decides to act, it'll be too late. What's wrong with that? It's him or us. If we let him snoop around here any longer, he's going to uncover our plan to protect the South. And if that happens, trust me, you'll be going down with me. I don't see any way out of this that doesn't end in open war between Camelot and the tribes. Not to mention, half of my men will probably end up burned at the stake for treason or some other drummed-up charges. And I can't openly risk a coup. That would only make matters even more complicated. So, as you can see, you're the only one who can do this. The choice is yours. Well, in theory, the Horns of the South should be on an equal footing with the Round Table, but that's just in reality, they've been trying to suppress us. And the fact they're funding most of our operations, like building the new lighthouse, for instance, doesn't exactly help things. Yes, it's that simple. Just flash that pin to his guards. They'll let you in without a problem. And now, excuse me, I have things to do before the matter is settled.
trust candies. You must really like... It's strange. I've spent most of my life barely seeing anybody who was an evoker, let alone anybody outside Del Rida. And I definitely haven't met many people willing to come up and chatter endlessly at me. Aye, you've proven that for... Why? My tribe is lost. They've been stumbling around in the dark for years. I tried to push them, to remind them of our pride, to make something out of them again. But when even my own sister turned her back on me, I gave up. One Eye's campaign felt like a gift from Mother. First one since I was born. Aye, an older one. I thought she'd help me bring the Volker back to what we used to be. But she turned out just like the rest of them. She only cared about her books, no the tribe. We fought about it so much. Until I finally told her to leave. And she just did. Never even looked back. My tribe believes Mother has abandoned us. That we deserve it. Maybe they're right, but I don't think the answer is just to give up and wait for death. We need to prove that we're worthy of being her wains again, and I believe the best way to do that is by breaking Camelot's grip on... Because he has a goal that's worth fighting for, and he plans to achieve it. After living in a tribe with no direction, no ambition. It's refreshing. I'm not here to seek an honourable death. I want a better life. One with real meaning. Otherwise, I'll be no better than the rest of my kin. Stay...
Getting rest. Go. Bring glory to your ancestors.
He's a fellow Ulfrey. The three of us, we spars. See you around.
Stop right there. Who are you? And what do you want here? It's Sir Galahad to you, vagrant. But it's true, this is our camp. We're his personal guard. But you won't be meeting tonight until you tell... It's true that this pin obliges me to take you to the night. But did you actually earn it? Go. But bear in mind that Galahad is not a patient man. I only hope your cause is worth his time. Otherwise, we'll be carrying you out in a sack. The door is open. You'll find Galahad inside. Try not to make him angry.
I can hear you. Who goes there? It's shiny, sure, But you clearly have no idea what you're doing. Waving a round table pin in front of a knight of the round table. Not the smartest move. Normally, I throw you out for your arrogance and stupidity. But you're lucky. I've got a soft spot for boldness. And that pin has me curious. Where'd you get it? You mean you found Karadoc's tomb and robbed it? Interesting. And when exactly did this happen? Where did you last see him? I see. Interesting. All right. So what do you want then? The one on the left was questioning my orders. For some reason, he thought his opinions were more important than obedience in the middle of a war. They aren't. The one on the right decided Camelot wasn't paying enough. So he thought that was a good enough excuse to help himself to his comrades' pockets. It wasn't. Ask them. We're going to fight the Dalrita. We're driving that rabble out of the All-Mother's temple. And when we head home, we'll put their heads on pikes at the gates of the Forlorn Swords. That way the rest of those barbarians will know Camelot is still watching over them, even if we have to protect them from themselves. Oh, so you don't know? One-Eye's a traitor. He's fooled the younger tribesmen with grand promises of uniting the tribes and marching north. The Council of Elders is still loyal to us. They want no part in a war. He's just a bandit, abandoned by his own people. When his village fell, no one came to help. And One-Eye, like the rat he is, ran. I'm just here to finish what I started. And when the Elders see us take down One-Eye, we won't need to worry about those savages for another 600 years. The war's already here. It's been going on for a while. We're fighting each other in the west, and people are whispering about rebellion in the north. The last thing we need is united tribes. At the beginning, yes. But they're primitive. They don't respect order, and they never will. Arthur gave them the Forlorn Swords, a rich land where they could govern themselves. They were supposed to watch the giants deliver iron and chase after their cousins through the tunnels, or whatever it is that tickles their fancy. But no, that wasn't enough for them. I've always thought Avalon would be better without them. Arthur probably gathered them all in one place, hoping they'd kill each other. But that didn't work, so we'll have to do this the hard way. I know what people say about me. They think I'm a madman who burns everything. A butcher who hangs the innocent. I've heard it all. But I believe that only decisive action gets results. There's no room for mercy when it comes to insubordination, deserters, or heretics. It's the only way to prevent the fall of Avalon. That's exactly why we need Camelot and the Horns of the South to be strong and united. You do know that the lighthouse of the Horns of the South works like a giant menhir, right? It's why we've ordered them to build another one to strengthen its power. As for how the Dalrita feel about the weirdness, I don't care. I'm here to protect our people, and those tribes are in the way. That was the plan. It's my job to keep those lazy fish-eaters in check. Camelotian gold flows to them, and I need to make sure they're doing something with it. But the Dalrita showing up. That made things more interesting. Ask them. Marvelous. I can. It's wait no what you. All right.
You are nothing but a... My shield is a fortress. I see fear in your eyes.
Show me what you're made of! Fall to my sword! Your armor won't save you! Your armor won't save you! I see fear in your eyes!
what you are made of. I will be your downfall. I will be your downfall. Strength of 100 men. Your armor won't save you.
You're no match for me. I will be your downfall. I see fear in your eyes.
We may be in for a fight.
Strength of 100 men. You'll fall to my sword! I'll strike you down! You'll fall to my sword! You're nothing but a peasant!
fear in your eyes. I'll strike you! Don't let your guard down. My shield is a fortress. You'll pay for that. My arm has never failed me. It's but a scratch.
See you around.
Getting restless.
If nothing happens by nightfall, I'm starting a brawl.
Oh, look who's here. Has the destiny of the South graced my humble abode? Glad you asked. By completing my request, you've shown that you care about the fate of our keepers. But I'm not naive enough to think everyone will suddenly get along with the Dalrita just because I say so. We need something stronger. And it just so happens that One Eye found undeniable proof of Camelot's corruption. Once the Keepers see it, they'll change their minds. Ah, that man's hard-headed. It's going to be tough to bring him round to our cause. If my proof doesn't convince him, well, Galahad's emblem still has to go back to Camelot. We'll send it with fear gas. He'll either come back or end up where he always wanted to be. Proof that Camelot is rotten to the core, and that allying with the tribes is the right choice. I didn't plan to tell you, but my one-eyed friend convinced me. Since you took down Galahad, you deserve to know. As a reward for your help, I'll share this secret with you. Here, take this seal. In the sunken village, you'll find the entrance to Sewell's crypt. Everyone knows the story of how the evil druid sealed and flooded the place. It's true, at least part of it. But the real story is why they sealed and flooded it. One Eye broke the old seals and replaced them with his own. If you want to see what Camelot was so desperate to hide, you'll find your answers there. They thought drowning a village would keep it secret. Behind the statue, you'll find where to use the seal. Once you do, you'll see that history is very different from what we've been telling ourselves. If that doesn't convince you that Camelot's foundations are more crap-coloured than tinged with ivory, then nothing will. I won't tell you anything more. I'd hate to spoil the surprise. I'll catch up with you later. I'm sure you'll understand